Welcome back everyone, I am Markus and we are ready to start a new adventure in a new collection of Mega Man games. We got 7 through 10 here in the second pack of the Legacy collection, and today we're gonna jump a generation with Mega Man 7 for the Super Nintendo. So let's jump right in. In the year 20XX AD. The world cheered Mega Man when at long last he captured and imprisoned Dr. Wily. But Dr. Wily always knew his schemes might end in failure, and had planned for just such an occasion. 4 robots had been hidden away, and after 6 months, without being contacted by Dr. Wily, they activate and begin searching for their master. I love they managed to say Wily correct twice, but they had to be spelled it right at the freaking end. Also, I love this intro for Mega Man 7. Really shows off the jump in quality in terms of presentation, because damn it, these sprites look absolutely freaking gorgeous. Then we got shot by the huge monster, and it's Mega Man 7. It took a hell of a lot of time. This is 1995. Basically, X3 was already out or on the way out, so yeah. And on the way out was also the SNES. Can this thing go any faster, Otto? The city's under attack. I'll try and punch it up a notch. Hold on, Roll. I can't believe Wily's loose again. Won't this madman ever stop? He won't be loose for long. Once Dr. Light gives Rush and me our new enhancements, Wily is history. Whoa! End of the line. The road is too unstable to keep going. You two wait here. Mega Man, take this helmet with you. I love it! I wish there was an alternate costume with the Met Tools worker helmet. I guess not. Personally, I kinda like the other one. Yeah, let's put on our actual helmet for this adventure. And yeah, let's keep going. Good luck, Mega Man. And so we begin with an intro stage, first one for Mega Man. Doctor, are you okay? I'll bring back Roll to take care of you. No, Mega Man, we have no time. Wily is using the attack of his robots to cover his escape. Look! Wow, what luck did we have a panoramic vision of the prison break of Dr. Wily. Yeah, let's admire in the distance. I love that he managed to go over here like he knew where we will be just to show off. You got go now, Mega Man. Get Rush and follow Wily's spaceship. And we got our first taste of this new Mega Man, and basically same second verse, same as the first. We are here on a highway very similar to Mega Man X. We are jumping and shooting our way through the world map. Everything feels the same as it has always been. And yeah, do you remember the robot for the intro? Now it's a little bit smaller. And there it is, our intro boss. They're really trying to take everything that Mega Man X did and try to apply the same for Mega Man 7. Honestly, I think it works rather well. I like this intro stage and all this stuff. Honestly, I think it kinda goes a little bit too short, maybe. Oh, who is this guy? And why is it shooting anywhere besides where we are? Oh my god, the base, your aim freaking sucks. And yeah, you can't actually lose to this guy, but be careful. You're as good as they say, Mega Man. You better tell me who you are? I love the typo there. I'm Bass, and he's Treble. We have been trying to stop Dr. Wily while you were gone. I see now that you don't need our help. Let's go, Treble. Bass? Who is this mysterious robot that is mysteriously appearing in front of us? Yeah, here we go, the 4 robot masters for this game. We got Freezeman, Junkman, Burstman and Cloudman. And the first we're gonna face is Freezeman. Now, full disclaimer, I won't suggest this guy for a newcomer. I really wouldn't, but this route that I'm taking is the route that you want to take if you want to backtrack the least. Because just like Mega Man X, in Mega Man 7 there are a lot of new power-ups that we can find for Mega Man. It's not gonna be a very simple, straightforward adventure. You might end up going back and forth a lot, depending on your style. But the best way that Mega Man 7 has over most of the Mega Man games, Mega Man X games, there is a route that you can take that really minimizes the backtracking. And honestly, I really enjoy it. The fact that you can do this game without any backtrack. I messed up in a couple of places, so I had to do a couple of stages twice, but still, I love this. I love this thing because it keeps the game going. I never really enjoyed going back to stages I've already beaten in Mega Man, so yeah, this is definitely a plus for me. And yeah, because of this, Freezeman is basically the first. Damn it! It begins! Yeah, don't be fooled. The stage has ice physics, and you can very easily fall into the spikes and die. Like what just happened to me. The game is not hard. I mean, it can be harder than some of the NES games, but really not that much. The thing is I feel like this game is very zoomed in. Like, there isn't really that much screen estate when compared to the NES games. It looks gorgeous though, like the sprites animation are all absolutely incredible. This is Capcom at their peak pixel art. This is stuff that they will throw out in like stuff like Breath of Fire or stuff like that. I don't think it doesn't necessarily look better than Mega Man X, but I feel it really is top tier pixel art for the Super Nintendo. I really enjoy it. But yeah, as I was saying, we have a lot of collectibles to get, and the first one is right over here. You see that ladder that is conspicuously going up. You have to take out your rush coil and basically go over there. These ice platforms can break if you stand on there for too long, so be very careful. And we got our first H plate. There are 4 of these plates. They will spell out the name of Rush. So, yeah, we're gonna see what we are going to get once we find all of them. They are all in these first 4 stages, so it's very neatly organized, I'd say. These are the only 4 power-ups that you actually need to find them in stage, because there is another way to get most of the power-ups that doesn't imply exploration. Another thing that I feel this game has done extremely well. Yet, you should be needing Rush Jet for these types of jumps because of how wide they are. But yeah, you can actually do them with Rush Coil, yeah. It's a bit tricky, but you can actually do them. And there we go, we got the first power-up for Rush. This is Rush Search, a new power-up for this game. You basically use Rush in certain parts of the stage to uncover some hidden goodies in the hidden underground. And there are some places there where we're going to find some very neat new upgrades for our companion. And of course the E-Tanks are back in all their full glory. Only this time we are kind of back in how they were handled in Mega Man 2, where we only can take four energy tanks at most. It's not 9 E-Tanks anymore, which I kinda understand, to be honest. And now this is the first place where we're gonna have to use Rush Search. It takes a bit of a while, but if you see him just starting digging, it means that he has found something interesting. And here we have the exit capsule. This will allow us to basically leave completed stages. It is gonna be very helpful if we're gonna need to backtrack to find stuff that we did not own. And here we are with the first phase of the boss. We have Freeze Man here, and this guy is a pain. Damn it, why did I have Rush? I had Rush equipped, damn it. Yeah, and as you can see, he can freeze you, and he can also block you inside on the pavement if he manages to basically freeze the floor. And there's also stalactites that will fall from the top. This is a very hard fight. This is honestly one of the best, but also one of the hardest fights in Mega Man. He jumps whenever you shoot, so you can use that to your advantage to basically slide under him. But yeah, you have to basically avoid his shots because they will either freeze you or block you in place. Then you go, when he shoots up on the floor, this is the first spot where the stalactites are gonna fall. So if you manage to keep the rhythm that I lost at this point, this fight can be rather easy. Like, you see, you do what I did. Keep shooting, slide under him, go very close when he shoots on the ceiling, and never stop shooting. If you keep shooting, he will basically jump, and you can slide under him and never take damage. It takes a while to get good at this pattern, I'm gotta say. I practiced this game a lot because I was scared of being stuck to Freeze Man for the longest time. So yeah, once you get the rhythm down with Freeze Man, that fight is extremely fun. Honestly, best fight in the game. And if you don't go Buster only, the rest of the fights in this game are gonna be rather meh. The Freeze Cracker fires ice bullets, doesn't it? Yes, and the bullets will split when they hit the ground. I like this explanation of the weapons that they give us, so they can actually get what they do before I actually start using them. And we get the first weapon of the stage, the Freeze Cracker, which I always hear it pronounced like the Great Clement did. Oh my god. And now we go to Burst Man. I kinda like this stage. This new, with these giant beakers on the back. What the hell? But yeah, I like it. We have these bomb platforms that I don't remember if they ever appeared in one of the 8-bit games. I gotta say yes, but they also might be confusing with the later games in the series 9 and 10. So I don't know. But yeah, the stages in this game are not very hard, honestly. The hardest part I feel in this stage are the bosses. If you go Buster only, I will explain briefly, but yeah, there was the Mega Man X series started kind of a trend with Mega Man games that I in part understand, but at the same time I don't really enjoy. Which is how they react with the weaknesses. And yeah, it makes the fights even easier than they usually are. But that also means they make them a hell of a lot more boring to actually fight, because they start getting really monotonous really quickly. We got our first underwater stage here. Kind of a tribute to Bubble Man here. There are a lot of places in this stages that will remind you a lot of Mega Man 2. This is probably the moment where Capcom very much realized that people still have a lot of nostalgia for Mega Man 2 and still consider it the best. Damn it! That is completely my fault. I jumped like a freaking moron. I forgot about the spikes on the ceiling. That mini-boss is pretty easy, honestly. You just stand there and shoot at him. He basically fires where you stand, so if you jump, there is a way to basically avoid his shot. If you jump the correct way, you can avoid his free shots very easily. And when he flies, just go and slide. The slide in this game is incredibly useful. I wish I had Rush Jet so that I could actually get that extra life. It's taunting me all the time and I hate it. Damn it. But thankfully the Legacy Collection rate of dropping shit is very helpful to us as always. There are a lot of weird quirks with this collection. It's not exactly the same emulators that they were using for the first Legacy Collection. We don't have Rewind for some reason, which some of you might enjoy because I won't be rewinding that much this time, if at all. But there's also a weird way now they handle save states. You don't really have save states in this game. They basically save at predetermined checkpoints and they auto-saves all the time. You may see down in the left corner an icon that says Salvataggio coming out all the time, which basically means a saving in Italian, because the game is still kind of set in Italian in some places. And basically, yeah, it auto-saves all the time there. And when you do a load state, it won't actually reload a state where you are. It basically will warp you back to that save point, which is weird. And another weird thing is the resolution of the ROM. I'm gonna assume they are using the PAL aspect ratio for this ROM. I don't know, because it feels rather stretched. I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. Like I played this game on emulator and it didn't have this type of resolution, but that might also depend on how I set it up. Either way, it's still a nice collection to have, honestly. If you really wanna have a legitimate way of playing these games, as always, these collections are rather great. I don't agree with the fact that they keep splitting them up, but yeah, Capcom being Capcom. Another very easy plate to get. This is the only plate that won't require you having a power-up beforehand in order to collect it, which might be a good reason to go with Burstman first as a boss fight, if you prefer. I went with Freezeman in order to also get his weakness beforehand, because if you go with Burstman and then go weakness chain order, you're gonna fight Freezeman last. So yeah, if you really have to face one Robot Master without his weakness, might as well just be Freezeman, honestly. And here we are with Burstman. There is a way to stunlock this fight if you are very precise with a freeze cracker, but I can't do it. You know, you see the issue with this fight. Once you hit them with the weakness, they reset their pattern. So this means that Burstman will only do this attack where he shoots 3 of these bubbles, which are very easy to jump. Then he will jump forward, and then you basically whack them in the face with freeze cracker again. If you get caught by the bubbles, you basically will float upwards and you risk eating the spikes. You can avoid it by just sliding at the very last minute. It feels hard, but honestly, it's harder to get hit by those spikes than, than anything else. And yeah, that's it. He fell down like a stack of dominoes, and they won't be the last. The bosses, the robot masters in this game are gonna be an easy piece of cake, unless you go monster only, which I recommend you do if you want some challenge. The danger wrap fires out a bomb encased in a bubble, doesn't it? Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs. And we got our second weapon, the danger wrap. The weapons in this game aren't bad, but I'm mostly gonna be using them against bosses and nothing else. But yeah, that was the first part of our adventure. We see you in part 2 of Mega Man 7. I am Markus. Take care of yourself, everyone, and have a very nice day.